good crew. How you guys doing? Hey, Mike.
In an interview with Andrea Kramer of NFL Network, Jonathan Kraft was asked if he could ever envision a scenario in which he would have to tell you that you have to retire. And he said that you've earned the right to make that decision yourself. And I'm curious, what does that latitude mean to you to hear that coming from him?
Why does everyone want me to retire so bad? I don't get it. I'm having fun. The team's doing good. I know I'm a little bit older than most of the other guys, but I'm really enjoying it. I obviously enjoy the experience of playing in this game. This has been, obviously a dream come true, many times over. And it takes a lot of hard work to get here. And our team, I think, is working hard. We had a good practice today. We're gonna need a couple more good ones. We're playing against great football teams. So I'm not thinking about retirement. I'm thinking about the Super Bowl and trying to win the most important game of the year. And it's going to take a lot to do it.
Right.
Hi there.
Hey. Do you remember the first time you saw a kid wearing your jersey?
Yeah, I was in college. That was, very surreal. And obviously in Boston and New England, there's quite a bit of that. And it's always a bit surreal to see that. But I was a kid growing up and rooting for the 49ers and having, Joe Montana jerseys and Steve Young jerseys. I met Tom Rathman and Roger Craig at a store opening one day, and they signed a pair of shoes for me, and I kept them in my room, for as long as I could until my mom threw them out. But I was a kid too, and I had people I looked up to, and was very fortunate to be in the Bay Area at a great time. And hopefully the kids in New England are all feeling the same way. They get to grow up and watch, the team do well. So that was some similarities there.
Middle, right here.
Tom, not really a retirement question, but
good.
Steve DeBerg, when he came back to play, he started a game at the age of 44, and he actually was on the Super Bowl roster at the age of 45. Falcons in 1995. My first question is, were you aware of those two things? And the follow-up is there any desire on your part to maybe break those records? Not really.
I didn't know that about Steve DeBerg. I know he was a great player, and obviously he played for a long time. That's great credit to him. I've always wanted to play to my mid-40s, so we'll see. And football is such a physical sport. Every game really could be your last game. It's the reality of the sport. So I'd love to plan for those things. I try to work hard at the things I need to in order to allow my body to feel good, week after week, year after year. I've got a good routine that's really worked for me, especially over the last, 10, 12 years. So as long as I feel like I'm willing to make the commitment to doing those things, then I feel like my body will be able to allow me to do that. And so that's obviously what my goals are.
Right.
Hey,
Thank
Tom.
you.
Raul Martinez, NBC 10 Boston.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. I know you don't like to compare Super Bowl teams, different personalities, different characters, but I'm wondering what you think about the character of this team. And on top of that, how tough has it been to not have your friend Julian Edelman out here?
Tough. Absolutely. He's, obviously one of my great friends, and someone I have so much respect for that does things the right way. He works so hard. He was a guy that no one thought could do anything in the NFL, and we brought him in, and he has taken advantage of every opportunity that he's gotten. And dealing with his injury earlier in the year, obviously is about resiliency, and I think that's really been a hallmark of this team up to this point, is dealing with adversities. And we started the season 2-2. It didn't look good there for a while, but we kept grinding out the practices. Guys were really working hard, buying in, finding their role, and we just made some improvements and got on a good roll. And won two very tough playoff games, and then got to this point. So it's a very mentally tough team, very resilient team. It's a very close team, which is always fun to be a part of. Guys really care for each other. They care about what guys are doing. I think guys are really focused on their role, what they're asked to do.